Alright everyone, good morning. Welcome back in. Make sure the camera's going. I think it's going. I got some scrap. I don't know what else is here. I guess it rained at some point. That's stuff from a storage unit. You guys know me and my storage units. I just don't stop. Let's see what these bins are about. Do I need more bins? It's trash. Take the Bible. Somebody might like an old Bible. I don't think it's old enough, but don't think it's old enough. But yeah, welcome back in, everyone. Thanks for tagging along. That guy's moving. There's a guy running. I've seen 6 people running in this town in a matter of 2 streets. Guy's all the way out there. He's passed all these houses already. That's crazy. Anyway, what do we got here? Kids slide, kids toys, soccer net that might be metal. Alright, now we're back out again. But it is super humid out. I mean, they said on the radio it's going to be 89 today, but feel like 105. 89, but feel like 105. That sounds lovely. More metal. But that stuff up there is from a storage unit I did yesterday. So we've been really knocking out storage units for Saturdays. I might have to get to the point where they'll just be back in the daily rotation. I've done it a handful of times in my earlier years and they just did not perform well enough. It's kind of like a Saturday hangout thing. But yeah, trash picking again, taco stacks, another video, another episode. Let's find some treasure, see what people throw away. Let's make it a good one. What do you say? Let's do it. I guess this door needs a little squirt on the end. Just so that, whatever that oil lubricant uses, not WD-40. It's made by WD-40, it's just not WD-40. It's kind of, like, I guess, well, it doesn't really make sense. I was about to say, it's like in M&M's, but not M&M's, just made by M&M's. That really made no sense. But anyway, a metal chair, which, oh, I never put that magnet back. Never put that magnet back over here. I have one up there. I'm gonna assume it's probably steel. I don't know if this video is gonna come out a little like fuzzy or shaky. I know the last time I edited a video that it was raining during the video, I was getting soaked. I was like, man, this camera does not pick up this low lighting at all. There's another run. That can't be the same guy. Similar outfit, not the same guy. Everyone runs now? Is that like the thing? I don't know. Interesting way to get rid of your wood. Put it out in the garbage. I guess it's from that tree. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. It's what I kind of thought it was. These are the ends of car radiators, which, funny enough, I don't know if that, no, that looks like aluminum. Like some of these have them, some of them don't. Like, see how that one's ripped out? This one's ripped out. They're all tangled in there. Some of those are actually brass, but that looks like it's aluminum. You know what? This is probably just an all aluminum radiator. That's right. They must have had a pile of scrap at one time. Like this one might, like that's brass. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones. Oh, that's empty. It might be brass. About 80% of them, 90% of them don't have anything on the inside. That's steel. I don't know if that's brass. It should be brass. It might not be brass. Have I been getting lied to the whole time? Might have been. Well, we're not gonna tinker around here for a little piece of metal. But I'm pretty sure those are the ends of radiators. Huh. All the ones I've ever taken apart have always had like a little brass. It's actually like a piece of pipe. That's more like, looks like an old-fashioned radiator. That's like a mini radiator inside there. But they're supposed to be the end cap. I don't know, whatever. Hey, the more you know. It's almost like taking apart those pool motors. 15 or so counted. I've never found one with copper wire on the inside. It's always been aluminum wire on the inside. The more you know. The one storage unit I had that had a lot of tools in it, which hopefully by now that video is out. That's the one that had all the screws I had in my van forever. Thought about selling all the tools to the tote man. I got all dinosaurs. Like something like that would probably sell. That's pretty cool. Just take the whole bin. I'm not gonna leave a $20 toy there because I don't know what I'm looking at. So anyway, I was going to sell him all my tools, and the reason why I was going to do that is because he said he didn't have enough for the flea market. And he's like, do you have anything to sell? And I really haven't been doing the flea market much. Soon I should be. Maybe next week I'll be able to get into Lee Sports. It's been like probably the worst summer for flea markets for me. I have stuff. Like I have like 3 weeks worth of stuff. I have a $1 day. I have a $3 day, and then everything that won't sell for $3, by the time I have that $3 day, I would have accumulated enough stuff also for $1 stuff, so I can then take all the $3 stuff that didn't sell, mix it with the new $1 merch, and have another $1 day. A lot of yapping, a lot of words. But like, stuff like that. I'll take out all the bigger items, or the action figures, something like that, that I know would most likely sell for $1, but all like the little guys that I bring to a different flea market where it's like, just give me $5 or $10 for the whole bin. So something like that the tote man would actually be interested in. But yeah, I need like all those tools. They're all low-end tools, but if you need a masonry tool, or you need a brush, or you need something like that, you know, you go out and spend $14, or you can buy one that's really used for $1. Just people don't buy it from me for $1, they buy it from him for $1. That makes sense. It's the weird logic of flea market junk. If everything's $1, it has to have a value of $1. If everything's just thrown out there and you make a pile, people are more inclined to buy the junk. What in the world's going on there? There's some chairs. This guy's parked right there with his X mark. We'll back up and park this thing. Hopefully don't hit those mattresses. Speaking of mattresses and stuff, you know, I was like yapping away at the whole thing with the bulk pickup now for my town because we switched garbage companies. So far, it's worked out pretty well for me. Just getting rid of my junk. because they pick up Friday morning, and I'll put it out Thursday night, and Friday morning when I go out to do things, it's gone. And they've never left anything, but I don't, there's glass there. I don't put out a ton of stuff. Does that make sense? Because you're only supposed to put out one item. I'll put out like 4. Like if it was my stuff and like I didn't scrap, I'd put out the microwave, the heater, chair, and that bin, and they'd take it all. That's not a problem. But like this would not pass. This would not pass. But it has worked out pretty well. I have been to the landfill, I think, twice, but that's because I had about 700 pounds of garbage each time. Storage unit where this stuff came from, there's not that much trash. There was, I think out of trash, I might have maybe half of one trash can. So stay tuned for that video. I know it's definitely not out because the math is very math-like. There's no way it would be out. So. Alright, we'll take the chair. That's all plastic. I'll put that back. Take this guy. It's like a dog carrier back there. You can see that. Definitely didn't show that very well. Am I missing anything? Trash. That I think is a massage table. Yep. Good morning. Exactly what the massage table is. There you go, nice little wagon. If you need a wagon, little teaks, little tykes. Plastic wagon. You know what? You don't see that at flea markets. You don't see people walking around with the plastic wagon. There's a nice, like, newer one that's fabric. You see that, or the people who do the radio flyer ones, but, or even the beach buggies. You don't see the little teaks, tykes, chairs. Suitcase goes there. Let's see if these are one of the larger ones or it's, yeah, it might be good boxes. I hope it's empty. Oh, it is empty. Nice. Sweet. Good box. Or good, good bin. Now, I need to ship something. I don't know if it's going to fit in any of these. It won't fit in this. That's a little overkill. Might fit in this one. Can I take the names off this? Yep, I think. Maybe it'll fit in that? It ain't going to fit in that. It might fit in this. Boxes. I don't think those, they must have put that out today. Didn't get wet. I don't think it got wet. Cardboard and water don't really mix well. I don't like using wet cardboard to ship things. Or I don't like shipping things that have been in wet cardboard. I know a smaller box ain't gonna fit. You know, am I the only person out there? But like, I will not list something on eBay unless I have a box to ship it in. I don't know if I'm the only person that feels that way, but I'm that way. And so you accumulate a lot of large items, which you need a box for. And then you'll list it and the thing won't sell. And then you're like, well, now I'm saving this box for something that hasn't sold in 2 months. Should I get rid of this item? I don't know. But that's how I am, because I can't imagine. I mean, it's one thing to sell something for $150. It's another thing to sell something for $20. You know, and have to go out and find a box or buy a box. If you sell for $150, you pay nothing for it. You go out and you buy a box for $6. You know, you sell it for $20, you might as well just have put in the flea market pile. Just my opinion. And we got more garbage up here on the left. It's an accumulation of stuff. Nothing I even see important over there. It's kind of thrown around. Okay. If I do this stuff over here. Chances that falls out. This might be heavy. Oh, it's one. Alright. Oh, smokes. It's awkward. When you're at the scrapyard and you're unloading this, always grab it like over here. Don't grab it by these things, because you're going to get your fingers stuck in it. And if you can, don't wrap your hand like that, but really just hold it like cup things. You don't want to get your finger stuck in there as you're throwing it off. You're literally, like, you're going to lose your finger. Just a word of advice. I got all my digits still, but it kind of freaks me out every other time I throw one away. Like, there's oddball things like that have little, like, springs and stuff. I'm trying to think. Maybe a chair? Think of like a chair, maybe? Not chair, something else. Something else, you grab it. You know, you want to grab it by whatever. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I had the AC going just on 1, just to knock this humidity out. I know. I bet if you ran the air conditioner in your house right now, it would sweat and sweat and sweat. I know, even just looking at my water bottle, I get sweating. As soon as I got outside, it started sweating. Like, I got to the van, my water bottle was soaked. Man, they are really tearing up these roads. I feel like they do this every other year. I don't even know what they're doing. Why are they even... Well, I guess they didn't really rip them up every other year. This road looks pretty bad. Maybe they were just reconditioning them because they need to be reconditioned, or maybe they're putting a new electric wire, or... I don't know. Ooh, that's a nice house. Or building. Very Victorian-esque. A while back, I actually found 2 lime green chairs right here. Bar stools. How interesting, how ironic, how weird, how different, however you want to say it. That's what I found. So take the toilet. Take the toilet. I was looking across the street because they have lots of cardboard boxes that kind of look like auction boxes. Where'd that bin? Oh, that's a bin of the toys. I'm like, where the heck did that bin come from? It's amazing. It's kind of been a long morning. It's been a long morning. I was up at 2:20 this morning because salsa was out of control. She's really like shaking her ear, which she usually does this. Shakes her head back and forth. Her one ear is kind of red. She has allergies like twice a year, so I assume this is probably one of it, but now I have to watch and make sure like nothing's actually wrong with her, because sometimes they can get ear infections, but she just has allergies. At least she's only had allergies up until this moment of her life. So you gotta be cautious of that, but she woke me up to the point where like I had to take her outside and she had to go to the bathroom and all that, and couldn't go back to sleep until probably about 4 o'clock. Being honest, 4:15, and I was up again at what, 5:30, 5:45 to get out here and do this video. So this trash picking episode, I should say. Yeah, so a little groggy, a little bit like a salty taco. Let's just put it that way. But no naps later on. But it might be one of those days where my brain's a little bit noodly. I don't know if that shows up on camera, but that gray car directly in front of us has like a little square on the front up here. I guess that's for your like maybe electric hybrid plug-in. Kind of weird it's on the front. But I guess that would make a lot of sense rather than running all the wires. Take this out. Yeah. You guys like my really cool shirt? It's me. Kind of. Anyway, welcome to the end of the video. Yes, so we found a bunch of stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised. One, because I saw my competition out and it looked like he got to the other side of town before me. And two, I don't know, sometimes a lot of these late summer months, people just aren't putting stuff out. And you don't find a lot. So, I know scrap price is down right now. However, we found other things besides scrap, which is nice. A bin of toys. I do have this. I think this is the same exact size as my other tote bins. I usually like the ones with the yellow ones, but they don't matter. They're literally probably the same exact thing. But I use these for my $5 flea market days. So if I put stuff like brand new sneakers or whatever it might be, sports jerseys that shouldn't go online, whatever the item might be, I put them in these and I try to fill up 5 or 6 of them, and then I bring them to the flea market for my $5 day. I put all the $5 stuff on tables. But these are really good because what happens is we get into these winter months. If I'm not going to the flea market, I run out of bins. So it's happened before. We get to about February or March, doing storage units all winter, some auctions here and there. I run out of bins. I go through like, I won't say close to 100, but probably about 100 bins of sellable merchandise. And as you guys know, I've been doing this quite some time, so I kind of just save the stuff that will sell rather than, maybe this might sell, this might not sell. I then have to just store it for 6 months. So, kind of learned over the many years, but yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. I have been posting more on Facebook as well. I mentioned this the other day, so if you guys want to give me a follow over there on Facebook, I'm trying to get hooked up over there, connected, business-wise, if you guys catch my vibe. So if you guys want to give me a follow over there, I'd greatly appreciate it. And just type in Taco Stacks on Facebook and you'll probably find me. There are a couple fake accounts, but you'll probably find a real one. And I'll probably mention this again in another episode, so stay tuned for that. But thanks for tagging along. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.